Arctopi King back with another episode of Let's Play Monster Rancher Advance 2. One of these days I'm going to mess up that intro. I think it's hard to get out in one go. So if I remember correctly, last episode we had just finished up a tournament and I think we lost, which is not a big deal. Bert seems to be pretty active right now, and as we can see he's 9 months old. When he hits that year mark, we're going to start putting him through advanced training, so that's something to look forward to. His stats all around are looking pretty solid right now. I think we might concentrate on life right now, because 108 life is really low for this tier. Everything else is okay, we can scrape by on, but right now he's getting like 2-shot, which is not okay. So let's go ahead and jump on that sidestep thing. And success! His life went up by 6. That's a good amount. Bert's in good shape, so we're just going to keep on training up his life a little bit. Not too terribly much. He doesn't need to be a big beefcake, but enough that he isn't getting completely, like, super owned. Okay, we'll go ahead and rest up. I like the little penguin fishing in the background with the little igloo next to him. It's super cute, although I don't know how he fits in that igloo. Oh well. Great mysteries of this game. This is me asking the hard-hitting questions. We'll go ahead and do some speed training. Good job, Bert. And his speed went up by 8. Yeah, he's definitely a speed type. And we're gonna give him some potatoes, as always. Because he likes potatoes, and they're filling and they're cheap, and it's just all around a win. Ah, great. And this kid. So this is our rival character, and he's awful. He wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. He's super spunky and go get him tiger and all of that nonsense, and yeah, I'm pretty sure he's about to challenge us to a battle. I don't remember if this battle is scripted or not, but yeah, he's awful. Alright, I could decline, but it's a part of the game, so we'll go ahead and see how we do against Hugo, or Hugo. I'm gonna say it's Hugo. As you can see, he's got almost literally double our life, and he has 3 attacks. That is a lot of attacks, so we're just gonna hang out up here because that's where the lowest accuracy is. And Spin Crush, which is still awesome. I don't think he gets confused that often, if I remember correctly. So we're just gonna hang out up here. Now, unfortunately, that's also his cheapest attack, so he can take a lot of tries at hitting us with it, but... Oh, and then he switched to lightning, which I wasn't expecting. That was bad for us. I'm gonna wait until Volt Shock wears off and then try to murder face him. Or we're gonna get hit with that spin attack, which puts us dangerously low. Alright, time to start going in. Save up for another Spin Crush. Just gonna go for it. Oh, and he failed a counter, which was an auto crit. That's awesome for us. That means we win. So yeah, as I was saying, Bert's HP is really low, but he compensates for it enough with Spin Crush that he can still play with the big boys. Championship, yeah, he's a sore loser, and he's like, yeah, we'll just beat you in the tournament. And we're like, oh, okay, that was a giant waste of time. Alright, so we're gonna have to take him on in the official D-rank tournament, so that's a giant whatever. Any tournaments coming up? Aquarius tournament. I'm actually gonna skip it because I'm much more interested in training up Bert. I want to get his stats up a little higher before we start risking tournaments again. And another success for his speed. Once his speed gets up to the next level, then we'll switch over back to life training again. See, I am actually keeping an eye on the time this time, so I'm not going to let this video be 30 minutes. And this giant waste of time. And that's the chairman, I think. Carnab. Yeah, he's the Fimba chairman. and he wants us to go on an expedition with him. And expeditions are largely like post-game content. Like, you can do them early, but there's just zero benefit to it. Essentially what they do is you can get some rare items, but more importantly what you can do is you can, I'm going to try to explain this, you can succeed on an expedition, which gets you a special item, which gets you access to a special tournament, which gets you access to another special tournament, which gets you access to a rare monster, like the ones that we could not summon at the beginning of the game. Yes, I'm not making all of that up. It's actually that convoluted, and there's like 4 or 5 different monster types that you can't summon at the beginning of the game because of this, and it's a lot of work to get even one of them. Unfortunately, my favorite monster type is locked behind one of those walls, so we'll just have to hold off on that. But yeah, there are a lot of really pointless work. It's just padding. It's a little dungeon crawl, but it's not even designed well. It's really clunky and bad. But I digress. For now, it's time to dodge rocks. That is our immediate concern. And apparently we got a great, and it went up by 11. Sweet. Let's give a little guy praise for his amazing display of jumping. And we could enter it, but we're not gonna. We're gonna enter a minor tournament first, which is gonna be at the end of next month. So for now, it's... Well, let's take a look at this stats real quick. My speed's really looking good right now. I want to raise his life, but it's so slow, because he's just not a beefy little dude, but yeah, we gotta make sure that he doesn't get destroyed, honestly. So life went up by 6. It's not my favorite use of his, stats, but I'll endure it. I'm not going to do that at all. I am, however, going to let Bert rest this week. I don't know, maybe I'm too hard on this game for what I keep calling padding, but it just doesn't capture my interest at all. Like, I'm here for the breeding. I'm here for the feeding, the nutrition, the training. I don't want all that other stuff in the game. Like, I can definitely see the appeal for some people, but for me, it all feels very tacked on. And I think part of the problem... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's what I get for trying to talk and navigate menus. I think the problem is that the game got the formula right the first time. And the problem with that is that they wanted to release sequels, but they didn't have anything... You can't improve on perfection. I'm going to go ahead and let him rest this week so he's in tip-top shape next week. But you can't improve on perfection, so they started adding, like, new story elements, and they started adding, these dungeons and all this extra stuff, and it's so unnecessary. I would have really liked to have seen, honestly, an improvement on the method of learning new techniques, because, look at this, we're entering, more advanced tournaments, and we've still only got one move, because the method of learning new moves is still really are like, archaic and frankly bad. 32 and a 50, we're gonna hang out we're gonna try to hang out in the 32% range. We don't want to get destroyed. Okay. Our accuracy isn't much better though. Oh, now it is. Haha. And it was a lucky crit too. Oh, that hit hard for something that weak. Jiminy Christmas. Uh-oh. This might be a loss if I can't get in there and wreck some face. Although, his accuracy is getting really low, so that's good for us. See if we can... Perfect, that's exactly what I was about to ask for. Alright, yeah, I'm not super worried anymore. Maybe I should be, though. Oh no, that's really bad! Uh-oh. Oh good, he missed, and yeah, he doesn't have enough to try anything else, but let's go for a knockout just for fun. Bingo. Winner by knockout. And I have a feeling we're going to be going up against Outrage, because golems are kind of intense. But apparently that golem was not very intense. So that puts our victim in 3rd place, and we're gonna go up against Palpod. Now, I can't remember their official name, but basically they're rhinos on wheels. I don't remember if they've come up or not. They are sort of wild cards. Sometimes they're, like, impossible to beat, and other times they're total pushovers. This one looks to be falling into the former category. There we go, finally. Hopefully one, spin crush will put us back in the running. I'm just letting it build up as much as I can first. There we go. Let's certainly knock them for a loop. Let's go for another one. Excellent. And that's destroying his guts, which is going to make it harder for him to retaliate. And I apologize if that Steam notification shows up in the video. We'll have to see about that. We're losing right now, which is a bad thing last I checked. Going for a last-ditch spin crush. And he dodged it, which I think means that we're going to win. We're going to lose this one. Yep. Darn, only 2nd place. This is why I wanted to avoid the official tournament, because I didn't think that we'd be walking away with a victory, and sure enough, I was right. Oh well, we still got a little bit of money for it, and Bert's fame went up by 5, which is pretty good. His defense and life went up. That's great. That's exactly what we were looking for. Yeah, we'll praise him for 2nd place. He tried. He only missed with, like, 1 attack, I think, which is really, really good. Maybe more than 1, but I think it was just 1. Ah, it's Bert's birthday! This is exciting for us. We're gonna go ahead and let him rest this week because it's his birthday, and also because he's probably tired. And then next week we're gonna go into a little bit of advanced training, and once I show off one of the advanced training sessions, I am actually gonna go ahead and end this video. Let's see, power and accuracy, speed goes down. That's no good. Accuracy, power, defense goes down. Probably should have done that one. So as you can see, that one has the trainer. His name is Strong, and that one has nothing, which means he can't do it. So let's see, it's life and power and lower intelligence. Oh, that one might be really good for us right now, actually. It's defense up, power, and no speed. Why did I pick so many things at lower speed? Oh, because I'm used to dumping it. That's right. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be doing toe training, which is life and power, and smash up, which is power and defense, because we really want to get our life and our defense and power up. And of course we'll do accuracy later, probably solo training for that, or I might rearrange some things off camera, but I digress. For now, toe training. And I would not want to pull that golem on top of that weight. That just seems really cruel. Oh, he made it. I thought the weight actually had to get across it. Oh well. Life went up by 11, power went up by 6, intelligence went down by 4, though. So the thing about intense training is it causes a lot of stress on your monster, which is kind of an invisible statistic, so you want to intermix it with your light training as well. And since we need to do light training anyway, we'll go ahead and dedicate that to accuracy. Good job, Bert. You're the best. Accuracy went up by 8. That's not bad. We'll go ahead and let Bert rest, and I think this is a good point to let the video end. So I got to show off a new mechanic. We went through a tournament, went through a lot of training. His first birthday. It's a lot of good progress. So on that note, I'm going to be ending this. Thank you for watching, and have a nice night.